Good morning. Happy Vlogmas Day 16. Happy last day. I will be talking about this exam because I am going to pass. And because I'm going to pass, I won't need to worry about it ever again until I need to take my next big exam, whenever that's going to be. But it's not going to be in Vlogmas 2022. I promise you that. I'm going to pass this test. I'm going to pass it. It starts in 51 minutes. I am getting myself caffeinated. My eyes are sort of glazing over the study guide, but I don't know what, that's not going to do me any good. It just is, I guess, easing a little bit of the anxiety I do have. And I am finishing up The House in the Cerulean Sea, which highly recommend. Highly recommend. I was actually thinking about doing sort of a yearly reading wrap up, or not yearly because that would imply doing it every year, but just like a wrap up of everything I read this year. I used to keep up with a booktube channel, but when I started grad school the first time back in Maryland, I just wasn't, I mean, grad school is like all reading, pretty much. Like 70% reading, 25% essays, and then 5% tests. So my reading rate decreased significantly. So I haven't really posted, well, I guess I did post a little bit on that channel when I first moved to San Diego, but I just still wasn't reading very much. And not to say that I'm gonna go back to that channel or think I'm gonna read as much as I used to, because I hope to never be able to read as much as I used to be able to read. I was reading like 10 books a month, but I was like, my life was very different back then. And I don't want my life to be like that. I don't want to be able to just like sit at a desk as a spa, like front desk person and read because the spa is not busy. That's how I was able to read so much. But it might be interesting just to share the books that I did read. I'm very inspired by the YouTuber Maddie Drosbeck. I think she is just a fantastic creator on this space, on this platform, and I will never be like her. I don't want to be like anybody else, but I like her ethos, or like her mission statement, sort of. I don't know if she has like an explicit mission statement, but just this sort of, the vibe I get when I go to her channel is like, hey, let's just be human and talk about interesting things, and if you like me, stick around. If you don't like me, go find someone else you like, but this is just what I'm gonna post and what I like to post. But it's not all over the place, but it doesn't follow a very specific theme. Like, she posts about body neutrality, body neutrality to positivity, like dressing for plus size bodies. She talks about a lot of sex, which I like. I'm like, yes, let's normalize talking about sex. I love that. I feel like I can't talk about stuff like that, which sucks. Like, I want to be able to. I'm constantly thinking, like, I'm gonna be a therapist. My name is gonna be like Googleable, though I don't think someone's gonna find my channel and then like sit and watch Vlogmas, for example. Like, they're gonna click on a popular video, like one of the minimalist videos or whatever. So I'm not ever gonna be like a popular YouTuber. So this is just me like doing my thing. But at the same time, on the off chance someone does click on a video, like a random video, I don't want to put anyone off like me being their therapist. Basically, I'm okay with putting out there like, hey, I'm a real person. I'm a real person. I get my period. I'm a real person who freaks out sometimes. Like, I have I'll deal with anxiety, or sometimes I have off days, or sometimes I'm struggling with like food and body related things. That's okay, because I think people should know, like, your therapist struggles with stuff too. We're all human. So, but when it comes to like sex and things like that, unless I ever became a couples and sex therapist, which is not my current trajectory, it just doesn't make sense. But part of me is like, maybe I should just become a couple and sex therapist so that I can just like make YouTube videos about sex, because I love talking about sex. And if you know me personally, you know that about me. I'm the person that people come to be like, hey, sex? Not like that. Not like soliciting me, but I mean like, hey, let's talk about toys, or let's talk about our experiences or whatever. I'm that friend. So I don't know how I got on that. Oh, Maddie Drosbeck. So she posts stuff like that, which I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I love that. That's so important. It's so important that there's someone talking about this. But it did make me think, because she just posted sort of a wrap up for the year of the books that she was reading. And I don't know, maybe it'll just like, I'll stick it into one of these Vlogmases that I don't quite have a plan for yet. So how many more days do we have? Today is just all about, let's get this test done behind me. But then, yeah, tomorrow I just have rehearsal. On Sunday, well, it's not on my calendar because I don't have a time for it yet, but I'm supposed to go back to the health center where I used to work and help them train a new hire. So that's gonna be that day, and then I have rehearsal after that. So pretty much it's like rehearsal, some standardized patient stuff. Well, there's only one more. I only have one more standardized patient thing during Vlogmas, but the only like specific themey kind of day that I know what the video is mostly going to be focused on is next Wednesday. So Vlogmas day 21. Tyler and I are going to Erin and Andrea's for our annual Christmas little get together, have dinner, and probably play board games and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe just one of these little Vlogmases I'll stick in a little reading wrap up. Why not? All right, this test is now in 43 minutes. I feel pretty calm, which is funny. I definitely feel calmer than I did yesterday. And yesterday I was calmer than I was on Monday. Monday, I think my anxiety was at its peak, but here we are, we're doing it. Okay, so I've got, where to go? 36 minutes left in the book, but I'm listening to it on 1.25 speed, so I should be able to just finish it before the test starts, and that's how I want to spend my remaining time. Wish me luck. The next time you see me, I'll be done with the test. I want to cry. I'm shaking. I am shaking. Like, I don't know if you can see that. It's done. That was... It was as difficult as I feared it would be, and harder than I expected it to be, if that makes sense. Like, I thought that my fears were unfounded, I guess, based on what people had told me and all this stuff. But no, it was hard. It was really hard. But mean, I don't know. Like, I kind of don't believe that I passed. I feel like, oh my God, what if something, oh, my chest just popped. I got a score of 126 out of 140. So I got 14 questions wrong. A passing, like, bare minimum would be 98. Like, if I got 98 right, then I'd be like, wait, what? But it's 126 out of 140. I don't know why I'm still freaking out. Like, I should be relieved. I think I almost started crying because I was so relieved that it was over. So it took me 98 minutes, and I don't know, I think I changed one or two when I was reviewing my answers. I changed one or two because by the end of it I was just like, oh my God, this needs to be done. I'm so distressed. I don't think I've ever been this panicky during a test before. I'm usually pretty calm, but it asked things in, some of the questions were just like, oh my God, it could be this or this. Or some of them were like, I just flat out never learned this. Like, what is this? This is completely unfamiliar to me. I did have one class where I feel like we did not learn anything. And so sometimes I would come to a question that I was like, this is from that class. And I just laughed because I'm like, no, we didn't learn. We didn't learn this. So I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I passed. Like, the proof is in the pudding. I need to show you because I don't believe it. 126 out of 140. 126 out of 140. That's what it says, right? I'm not hallucinating. 126 divided by 140 is 90. So 90%, which is more than 70%. Do you hear me? I like don't believe that I just passed this. This was so freaking stressful. I cannot even tell you. Well, you know, I've been freaking out about this for the past 4 days. You know how stressed out I've been. And now I don't even believe what I'm seeing in front of me. Oh, cool, I got that right. I literally just Googled probably one of the only ones that I flat out I just don't know. I don't know. It was like who developed the most widely used intelligence test, and I don't know. I don't remember a couple of the options. One of them was like something Weschler or whatever, but the one that I chose, which just sounded right, was Alfred Binet. And according to a quick Google search, that's what popped up, was Alfred Binet and the IQ test, I guess. Yeah. All right, well, there's that. I don't know what I got right or wrong, but I got 126 out of 140 right. I'm done. I'm done. I did it. I've been making jokes to people like, as soon as this is over, I'm gonna take a shot of vodka or something, just like, ah, but that's the last thing I want right now. But the spirit of it is there. Like, I do just kind of want to like burn one of my textbooks or something. I want to like flip a table over. That was so stressful. I need to pee and I need to eat. I had no appetite before the test. I did not want to eat anything. I had coffee, which probably didn't help. Like, I would have wanted to eat like at 10:30 and it's currently 11:48. So, but the test started at 10. So I'm like, I have no appetite before the test. I'm too nervous. Don't feel hungry at all. I just want to sit here and finish the house and the cerulean sea, which I did. even Tyler tried to call me. He called me and I declined. I'm like, I can't talk. I texted him, I'm like, I am like mentally preparing. I cannot talk to you right now. Because I just didn't want to hear anyone's voice. I didn't want to hear my voice just spiraling and ruminating over this test that I knew would eventually pop up and it would happen and I would be in it. So I just wanted the test to like happen. So I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. But I need to eat because having 2 cups of coffee and a very empty stomach probably did not help my anxiety at all. But it's fine because it did not everything up. I passed. I passed. I passed. I passed. I don't know why I'm crying. I think it's just like, I wanted to cry at one point during the test because I'm just like, oh my God, this is awful. I literally said out loud, because like they have the microphone on. I don't know if someone's like actively monitoring you during, but like if they were, they saw me doing this and this and this and like I wanted to start crying. I think at one point out loud, I said like, this is awful. I hate every moment of this. So because I didn't freak out during, I just kept answering the questions. Now I like, it's still there and it needs to release. So either I am just gonna sit here and cry once I turn off the camera. I don't want to though. I don't want to. I'd rather just like do some self-care stuff like peeing and eating something. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And next time you see me, I think I will be calmer. I have barely moved today and I've felt really weird all day too. Like my panic and really heightened I don't know, stress and all of that that was still there even after the test was over. Like that went away, but I've just been I'm not depressed, but it feels like that a little bit. Like maybe I'm just like serotonin, wow, serotonin depleted or something. I don't know. I just feel really like I don't feel happy. I actually feel really lost now, kind of like what do I do next? I don't know. I had all these plans for the day, like, all right, so I'd get this done and then, hey, I can go for a walk. I can finally focus on writing my book without feeling like I'm shirking a responsibility to study for the test. I can do some meal prep and blah, 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 blah. I had like all these aspirations that didn't happen. And then I just felt bad for not doing those other things and for just sitting in this chair watching YouTube and then finally finishing up those last few episodes of True Blood. And I'm not, like, I just don't feel happy. I don't feel happy, which is weird. I was not expecting to not feel happy. I don't know. So today's a weird one. It's a weird video. And I guess that's just, that's the reality of daily vlogging. I can't be happy every day. I can't make every day eventful and special and exciting and all of that. And that's okay. This is not for that. This is for me. I got nothing. I just feel very empty. If I had a client who was sitting across from me right now telling me what I'm telling myself and what I'm telling you, I would say there's no wrong way to feel. And it makes sense that you feel lost because you have been working towards something very specific for the past over 2 years, almost 2.5 years. I mean, I guess 2.5 years from the moment that I applied to the program. You've been working on something for 2.5 years. It has come to an end in a sense, like this huge thing. The degree, getting the degree has come to an end. And now it's a little more amorphous. Now it's, okay, so you got to kind of figure out your next steps. There are specific things that are easily discovered. Like you know where to find the information on what to do next, but it's a little different. Like it feels, it doesn't quite feel like a natural continuation of what you've been doing. And I'm a person that, like, I feel like I always have to be working on something to feel valid, I guess, in my existence. And I know that that's not true. And I'm uncomfortable with leisure, like letting time pass and not working on something, or like I'm uncomfortable with feeling like I'm wasting my time, even if the time I spent today just being a blob is what I needed. That's my sweet potato done baking. I needed today. I know I did, and I didn't do anything wrong by not doing anything else. Like the fact that I took this exam today, and sure, it was only 98 minutes of my day. That was the only thing I needed to do today. And it just so happened that I was done with it at 11:30 in the morning. So I didn't have to do anything else for the rest of the day, and that's okay. And I'm not beholden to the vlog. I'm not, I don't owe the vlog anything else except for me just being me, doing me. And today was a stagnant one and kind of just an emotional one, and that's okay. And I'll look back on this a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever, and be like, oh my God, honey, it's going to be okay. I get it though, but it's going to be okay. But you just do what you got to do right now. Be where you got to be. You don't need to be happy. You don't need to feel relieved or energized like you can take on the world, you know. I think my soul is tired. I think my soul is tired, and it's okay to rest. And don't feel like you have to immediately replace all of that time. You don't immediately need to re-aim all of your energy towards something else. just let, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I think I'm making sense to me, and that's what matters, I think. So that's where I am. I need to go get my sweet potato out of the oven. I am gonna end the vlog here, and tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm kind of glad that I have rehearsal to get me out of the house in the morning, because I could easily see tomorrow being another blob day, and it might be for like the latter half of the day, but at least I have something to get me out of the house. Anyway, okay. Thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 17. Take care of yourselves, and I guess if you take anything away from this video, there's no wrong way to feel. You just feel it. Just acknowledge the feelings you're feeling and accept them, and that's the reality. So that's where I am. All right, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.